Hey, Scorpio family. Welcome back to Mindful Intuitive Self, where we talk about everything spirituality, manifestation, life, and love. This week is going to feel different. Not chaotic, not unstable, but like your reality is cracking at the seams. So the real you can step forward. Scorpio, you've been playing it cool. You've been quiet and mysterious. But this week, you're not hiding anymore. And what's coming to the surface is powerful. From July 1st to July 7th, the universe is putting you back in your seat of personal power. You're not just shifting timelines, you're claiming them. Let's talk about it. Scorpio, let's talk about your energy. Because this week, it's low-key nuclear. The moon begins in Virgo, triggering your 11th house of vision, hopes, and collective alignment. Translation: you're reassessing what you actually want, who's worthy of being in your space, and what parts of you've outgrown but haven't admitted it yet. As the moon moves into Libra midweek, you'll feel a pull to rest, but also to strategize. And by the time it hits Scorpio on the weekend, get ready to lift off. You're going to feel that fire return, that sacred ambition, that internal knowing. This version of me is unstoppable. You'll feel it. This is the quiet before your comeback. Now, Scorpio, let's talk about your bag, because the universe is setting you up for a real power move this week. Mercury in Leo is activating your 10th house of legacy, visibility, and career. This all means your reputation is being amplified. Your voice will have an impact. People are watching what you do, not just what you say. So you can expect an offer or a project you weren't expecting. You can expect a sudden realization that pushes you to pivot fast. And recognition from someone above who's been observing you in silence. You may be pulled into private meetings, behind the scene conversations, or receive a DM that opens a new door. It's all happening subtly, but it's big. Your power this week is how you move without announcing it. In love and relationships, Scorpio, this is your favorite battlefield. But this week, it's not about war. It's about being a witness. If you're single, someone magnetic enters your field. It may not be explosive at first, but you'll feel it deep down, and it's undeniable. Deep eye contact, mirrored energy, and a strange comfort comes to you anytime you're around this person. If you're already in a relationship, it's time to go deeper. Not in passion, you've already got that covered, but in truth. What are you building together? What does your foundation look like? What do you need? If you're in that gray area or you're in a confusing situation, this is your fork in the road. A conversation will push into alignment what has been out of alignment for a long time, or it will lead to closure. Either way, it's your choice whether that door stays open or you slam it shut. This week, vulnerability becomes your superpower. Let your guard down just enough to let the right one in, and keep the rest on the other side of the street. As far as communication, Scorpio, Mercury is in Leo, and this makes your voice bold, but you're also using it strategically. Scorpio, you've never been about spilling everything. You know how to keep a secret. But this week, you say just enough to change the game. You might send a message that flips a situation into your favor, or speak on a platform or in a room where the truth pierces through all the noise. Say something to someone that shifts their perception of you forever. Your communication is your weapon, but this week you're wielding it with intention. So say less and mean more. Let your energy fill in the blanks. Okay, Scorpio, these are the downloads that I have received for you this week. And it's sacred. It's real. It's a full body initiation. The blessings. You may see doors open that accelerate your career, your income, or your purpose path. And you may see a romantic connection that deepens or dissolves to make room for real intimacy. This week, your psychic abilities will amplify. So pay special attention to the signs, your dreams, and your intuition. Your instincts will tell you exactly what to do next. You find yourself taking action you've been delaying for months, and it feels easy. It feels natural. The energy you've been investing into others, it's returning back to you multiplied. My predictions for you: a major perspective shift changes the direction of your goals. Someone tries to re-enter your life, but you'll feel the difference in the frequency, and you won't fall for that old story again. You'll cut them short, and they'll regret it. You get emotional, not from sadness, but because you finally realize you're not stuck. And you may also have a random encounter that leads to wild synchronicities. So keep an eye out for that. You'll feel the moment. You'll feel goosebumps. You'll feel your heart pound. You'll also feel a sudden calm and a knowing. This is the shift. Scorpio, this isn't a test. This is a confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not dramatic. You're not tapped out. You're tapped in. And now you're stepping into the version of yourself that moves differently, silently, powerfully, and unapologetically. Scorpio, this week is a quantum leap in a velvet glove. You're still you, but more precise, more powerful, more present. And there's no need to chase. There's no need to convince. And no need to explain. Right now, you just exist. You just be. That's more powerful. Your energy is doing all the talking you need to do. And the world is finally ready to hear it. Now, Scorpio, if you felt this message in your bones, please drop a comment in the comment section. And send this to another Scorpio who may need to hear it. I'll meet you next week for the next chapter. And this is Renee with Mindful Intuitive Self. And remember, Scorpio, you are not the storm. You're the force behind it. Until the next video, many blessings to you. Namaste.